Hey there, everybody. This is Dr. Matt Joosse at Joosse Family Orthodontics in Williamsburg, Virginia. Wanted to show off this case, Madeline, because this is becoming routine for us. We've done a lot of cases like this now, and it just works so well, and we're getting such amazing results that I wanted to just put another case out there in our library. More things for other people who are in these situations to be able to look at. So Madeline came to us complaining that she had an underbite. And she had a phase 1 treatment or some early treatment elsewhere. And I don't think that there was anything wrong with the phase 1 treatment. I think that Madeline had just grown. And as she grew, her lower jaw growth outpaced the growth of her upper jaw. And she ended up back in an underbite situation. So here's how Madeline presented to us. You can see that the upper front teeth are below the lower front teeth, or excuse me, are behind the lower front teeth. And so she wanted to correct that. Here's where Madeline, where her bite looked from the side. You can see that as she bites down, the lower front teeth are in front of the upper front teeth. And so how do we fix this? Well, our solution to these problems is to ask folks to get their lower wisdom teeth removed. So I put an X on the lower wisdom teeth. And what happens is that when these lower wisdom teeth are removed, it gives us an opportunity to take the next teeth and push them backwards into that space. And the healing process of having the extraction of the wisdom tooth actually accelerates the movement of this tooth into that space. We're not moving it completely back into the lower wisdom tooth space, just a few millimeters. But if you do a few millimeters on each side, and then you move the next tooth back, and then the next one, and so on and so forth, by the time you get to the lower front teeth and you're moving those back in the mouth, you have an opportunity to then correct the underbite. So this is where we ended up with Madeline. And you can see that there's no more underbite. In fact, we actually have an overbite here. And so I am thrilled that we have this overbite because I don't think that Madeline has any more growing left, but there is always going to be a tendency towards things returning to where they were. So the fact that we built in some extra overbite gives us a little bit of wiggle room in case her lower jaw does grow. We're not going to lose the correction that we gained here. What's really amazing though is kind of the aesthetic result here. So as you look at the upper teeth being in front of the lower teeth and what it does on Madeline's smile, it's really an incredible difference. So I always say that, form and function go together. So when you make things function the way that they're supposed to, you get rid of that underbite. Typically it looks better as well. So here's a little comparison of kind of what we did. On the left is where we started with the underbite, Madeline biting down into an underbite situation. On the right is Madeline biting down, and we actually have a little bit of an overbite. So super cool change there. You can see from the front, we have all these upper front teeth now in front of the lower front teeth, which is amazing. And of course, the difference that it makes on her smile is the best part. So I love, love, love Madeline's smile now. And as I always say, we give credit to Madeline here because she was a fantastic patient. She wore rubber bands very diligently. As I described that process of taking teeth backwards one at a time, it's wearing rubber bands that really powers that movement. The aligners, we did this with Invisalign, the aligners guide the teeth through those movements, but the rubber bands power the movement. And so it really requires diligent wear of both the Invisalign aligners as well as the rubber bands. So I love this result. We're doing this all the time now. This has become kind of standard practice here at JFO. And so if you know somebody that has an underbite and is in need of correction, let us know. We're happy to help. Thanks so much for listening.